Alright, so today we're going to be playing with a Guardian turret for some reason. I don't know. The desire to play with Guardian turret just arose in me. So today we're just going to be using proximity sensor to, sense people. And we have APS turret to fucking shoot down any gadgets that anyone ever throws at my turret. And we're just going to keep our fucking turret alive for as long as we can. Why are we all using Guardian turret? Okay, I was gonna say listen, I just don't want to switch off the thing that I literally just established that I was gonna use, right? I'm gonna use Guardian turret, and this guy needs to switch to Hue Beam or something. Alright, he's not going to. Okay. I had a pretty shitty time yesterday. So my sister has a project due today. It was like building a roller coaster. And you would have to have like a marble like roll down the roller coaster. And she went over to her dad's as always, and she did a project over there, but according to my mom, like it was pretty shitty. And we saw the roller coaster like that she brought, and yeah, I'd say it wasn't the best, considering my sister in particular had like 3 weeks to work on the. Listen, I just want to exist and talk. Right? There's no need to grab me like that. So my sister had 3 weeks to work on the project. But of course she didn't tell us until like last minute, So she went over to her dad's, worked on the project. She brought back home something not that great of a quality, I'd say, for her project. So my mom, we had a cardboard. And my mom decided, let's just do it ourselves within like a few hours. And it was a complete fucking disaster. I'm gonna say here. It's like put her down here. I got one. It's just him. Nice. Could do is this. Do that. Do this. Have the APS like right there so they can't shoot it down. I mean, we have double turrets, so I guess that works out. They seem very scared to push in. You guys are a team of heavies. Come on. No, don't be scared. Don't be shy. Don't be shy at all. Don't be shy. Well, that kind of sucks. I gotta resin real quick. They went over there. I'm not pursuing that. And the whole thing was a complete fucking disaster because, like, we didn't have any, like, super glue? Not super glue. We didn't have a glue gun to actually like glue the cardboard together. All we had was like Elmer's glue and shit, and that's not gonna work well with cardboard, right? Because it's gonna take way too long to fucking. It's gonna take way too long to dry, and it's just not as strong as actual glue. And use that. Wipe the whole team. Nice. Alright. So it's just not as strong as, Oh my god, bro. I'm just trying to tell my story here. Stop existing. And the hardest part of, like, making a roller coaster out of cardboard is the fucking turn, right? Because it's easy just making a straight line. But it's hard making, an actual turn. What the fuck happened here? Don't walk through that door. You're an actual fucking buffoon. My teammate is a fucking blockhead for going in through that building. I want to know what went through his head. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go through this fucking building with the vault, with the cash out, right? No, it's not the cash out. With the cash box. while there's people inside that I can clearly hear. What could go wrong? I had a few ideas, but, you know, I just let my mom, you know, do whatever she wanted, because at the end of the day, you know, she's the one that came up with the idea to actually, you know, do the fucking roller coaster. I was just, you know, honestly, the whole time, like, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll pitch in, but in reality, I was just not willing to fucking work on a fucking roller coaster. But I, you know, I helped out because I'm her fucking brother. I gotta do what brothers, you know, should do and help her siblings out. Especially because she's younger than me, so I, you know, gotta at least fucking be there for her. Because no one ever was for me when I was fucking little. But, you know, that's besides the point. I just... You're gonna have to fucking coin in, because I'm not going in the fucking elevator. Yeah. I'm dead. Yep, that's why I have the APS, because they can't throw shit at it. Oh, that sucks. I think we got the cash out. Yeah, nice. Okay. So I just let my mom do whatever she wanted, or like whatever ideas, because she kept talking about a video that she saw but that she couldn't find. So I just let her do what she wanted, and I tried to pitch in, you know, my ideas. Of course, she had to go out and buy the fucking super glue. I keep calling it super glue. She had to buy the glue gun. Because we have nothing to fucking glue the shit together. And the game is about to end here. So in the time that, you know, that she went out to get the glue gun, I actually tried to see how we could do the turn for the roller coaster out of fucking cardboard. And one idea I had was, you know, to actually trace out the curve and then build walls around it. But I had the wrong idea, because, you know, I made a wide curve and then I like cut the outer area of the curve so that it'd be easier to fold walls for the curve so that the marble wouldn't, you know, fly off the damn curve, you know. I said curve like 5 fucking times. What else is there to call it? Oh yes, we're gonna call it a loop. We're gonna call it a roundabout. I mean, those are curves, but, you know, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I tried making the curve and, you know, I had the right idea. I gave up because, you know, she came back and, you know, she had a new idea. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just let her do whatever she wanted again. And I think that's the part where I mentally just gave up. Like, I couldn't do it, and she's back. And she wanted to persevere despite the fact that, you know, it just wasn't working out. She kept going on and on about, you know, wanting to make a loop around one of the support pillars. And I knew what to do, right? I was like, in my head, you have to make the actual circle you want to make the loop out of, and then, you know, you cut the middle of the circle to the size of the, you know, the support pillar. So, you know, you could actually build the fucking loop. But I just didn't want to say that to her because I just didn't want to work on it anymore. That's just the type of fucking person I am. I wanted to go lay down. Call me a shitty brother, bro. I don't know, man. He should die to that. Yep, nice. Yeah, I just didn't want to work on the project anymore, so I just hid that fact from her. But she still persevered, and it brightened the idea of the fact that, you know, despite the fact that we have similar perspectives on people, we have different outlooks in life, right? I was ready to fucking give up. Because, you know, I just couldn't care less. She had a project that was serviceable. Like, it wasn't pristine, but You know, it worked for what it wanted to do. And that was just to roll a fucking marble. Up to me. Nice. He's smart. I like that. That really showed just how, like, hedonistic I am. Like, I knew the correct solution to the problem we had, but I just didn't want to do any more work, so I just let it go on, hoping that, you know, it would fucking end. I'm gonna die to that shotgun, aren't I? No. Come on. Got the light? Nice, nice, nice. My turret down? Yes, it is. And our other team is just out doing fuck all. Dude, what are these people's names? Like, one of my teammates' names is that, right? And then one is Get Kirked. Like, what the fuck, man? But it was a shitty time, right? It was a shitty time for me. I just didn't want to do that damn project. Only because of the fact that it was running late. And we definitely could have done it if we had the time. So in my mind, it was just like, you know, the next time we have a fucking project, you know, we should actually try. But knowing my mom, you know, she's prideful. And she just couldn't let it go. And today she worked on it a little bit more. And she got it done, and then she just ran it over to my sis. So in a sense, you know, her perseverance, you know, won her the overall battle against life or something. I don't know. There's definitely something deep behind, you know, quitting early and then persevering through life. There's something more deeper to be said about that. And how the fuck do we get there? There's definitely people like around us, yeah. But I have my turret up there? Yes, oh wait, that's this turret. I mean, regardless, there's turrets all around the area. Something else I wanted to talk about is that I recently got my friend to play the finals. One of my friends that I haven't talked to in a while. Simply because of the fact that we had... I mean, at this point, the interest that we had that brought us together, like, we just started to drift away from that, because, you know, it's just not as good as it once was, I'd say. So we just started drifting apart, and the friend group that we had with that. But, you know, recently, I got him to play the finals because he asked for, like, game recommendations, you know, and I have to recommend the finals, because, well, why wouldn't I? So I got him to play the finals today, and it was a pretty fun experience. Well, at least for me. I know that this game at times can be really, really fucking stressful. I know, I was yelling at people earlier today. You're under that elevator somewhere, but I can't be too fucking... Okay, we're just beaming this guy. So hopefully, you know, he likes the finals enough to, like, play it whenever he can. Because I know he's pretty busy. Okay, I'm gonna try to let him out with that. Never mind. I don't think there's enough time for this. Yeah, there's enough time. Oh my god, okay. Oh, it's over. Dude, I hate healing, man! I'm shooting at him, man! Fuck! They need to nerf that fucking heal beam, man. It's such bullshit. Alright, final round, yeah. You can tell I'm very excited and... I don't know. I've also played ranked. Like, I did my ranked placements, and it was a horrible experience simply because of the fact that, you know, I was queued with questionable teammates. And because of that, you know, I got stuck in bronze with them. I definitely could have played better though. You know, giving myself more time to prepare. But, you know, it's not that fucking serious at this point, you know. The season's gonna end. At least I have a badge that I played ranked in Season 8. That's all I could ask for. And I can't wait to play with my, my Emerald Titan. You know, things aren't looking up for me, you know. I really thought things were going up for me. And then, you know, life hit and my circumstance changed again. As always. Except this time it's probably going to be a much longer... Oh, what do I say this? This period of my life is going to last much longer than it has before. Dead here. Maybe. I don't really have anything to get up there. He's weak though. There's one. Oh, nice, we wiped him. If I had to describe how bad my situation is, I think it's worse than where I was 3 years ago. I think I'm just gonna place it right... This is not really a good place to place it, other than where he put it. I see your fucking, there's no... Oh, I shouldn't have stayed put like that. Our turrets are doing work right now. Oh my god, they just got steamrolled like that. I wish I could heal my heavy, but... You know, beggars can't be choosers. I chose to go with the turret. He's sucking the soul out of that guy. What? Pause, bro. I'd say my situation is worse than what it was 3 years ago. You know, where I was like doubting myself. The whole accident thing. I feel like my situation is worse right now. But what I learned... You know, the difference between now and then is that, you know, I fucking learned. I learned to just keep going, you know. Like my mom did with the fucking roller coaster. Things right now are very tough for me. But the very last thing I want to do is to cave in. And what that situation is like the... You know, my mom isn't working anymore. No one's earning any money now. You know, the more simpler answer is for me to get a job. But even getting a 9 to 5 really won't solve the issue. The inherent issue of, like, you know, being able to afford shit. Because, you know, what the fuck is a 9 to 5 gonna do? I mean, the 9 to 5 wouldn't be so terrible if I wasn't the only one that's gonna be earning the money. But that, it seems to be that case right now. So, like I said, the obvious answer is just to fucking get a job. But I don't want to. I want to do YouTube. And so my answer is just to not cave into the situation at hand. And that's what I'm gonna do. I may be being a bum by doing that. And, you know, I may be putting my family at a worse situation by doing that. But this whole throughout these few years, I felt like I never had the fucking time to do YouTube. And now that I have the fucking time, because I don't go to school anymore. Now all of a sudden I need a fucking job because now my mom is like, she's fucking dying. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, she's dying. So I only have a limited amount of time to get this thing fucking going. I want to do things my way. If I fail at it, you know, I fucking failed. I failed. And I'll just get a fucking job. But I want to die trying what I want to do than to fucking cave in and be a slave to the fucking system of society and get a job. Ooh! J-word. J-word. I don't know, though. I'm really not having a good time right now. But, you know, we got the turret. We got the turret gimmick going. It definitely helped out to defend cash outs. That's all I could ever ask for. And, you know, here's to, you know, maybe season 9, maybe I'll do another commentary then, or maybe I'll do one last commentary today. Or today? Tomorrow? Well, by the time I release this commentary, it's gonna be tomorrow. So, I say today, but then tomorrow's gonna be today. What the fuck am I saying? Listen, commentaries, I'll do them as much as I can, and new video on season 9, when whatever new shit they add, you know. Throwing my shit out there. I'm not in a good spot right now, but I'll see you guys in the next video.